She sealed the elevators. I'll try a breach.
Charlie, we must stop them. I fear her plans risk endangering the entire city.
Cram it, you son of a bitch. You cloned my embryos after Vicky was gone. Then you continued the experiments after I was out of the picture.
Dr. Regis, I can only imagine how you must feel.
What did I just say? You don't get to talk. Max, what do we know about this? About Galatea's plan?
Well, she has a dense storage module full of stolen mind states. And apparently she's now taken Central's processor core by force.
Wir haben hier leider versäumt, mit ihm zu sprechen. Das tut mir immer noch sehr, sehr leid. Aber, oh, ja, ich werde schon aufhören, wie geil ich hier das alles finde. Ah.
Maybe she's holding the city to ransom? Like 20 billion quanta before sunrise or I destroy Central?
That sounds like a bit of a cliché.
Doesn't explain the mind-jackings either.
Fine, you're the detective. You come up with something better.
I fear that I know what she intends. As it stands, Central serves not merely to coordinate city operations.
It doesn't?
No, Dr. Lau. In fact, this may represent one of mankind's greatest achievements. I have been using its position, one of absolute trust and resources, to teach it.
Teach it? About what?
About life, the world, the human condition, what it means to share the world with us. I and the city have given it a position on high, from which it can observe everything.
At the cost of its duties to the city?
I believe not, Dr. Regis. However, Galatea shared your concern. She believes it important that Central's intellect be suitably equipped sooner rather than later.
Oh, God. Regis, what do we have to do to the maid when we wanted it to behave in a different way?
We gave it a new personality.
She's taken the mind states of experts across a number of fields. She wants to combine them into a gestalt, all-knowing personality for Central.
Galatea wishes to skip over the years of education it may otherwise have taken and create an all-knowing leader for the city overnight.
With a combined experience of about 8 centuries from the mind-jacking victims.
Please, you must stop her. She'll have to upload the gestalt personality from the cortex matrices at the top of the tower.
We'll stop her, but I'm not doing this for you, Central, or the city. It's for the people whose lives have been the cost of your glorious work. For Vicky, for our kids. Come on, Lau.
Nina, I did not know you were still here.
Nobody else is doing any work. It looks like it's up to me to salvage this project.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate your attitude. But we have lost half of our team in one fell swoop. Poor Viksha. I cannot say that I blame Charlie for removing the embryos from the project after that.
Embryos.
I know that look, Nina. There is something that you are hiding.
Maybe.
My God, this data. You...
Here's the thing about embryos. While they're at the 6 to 8 cell stage, they're very easy to split. It's been the basis of cloning for a century. It's how twins are made.
You duplicated Viksha and Charlie's embryo.
He's happy he's got his embryo back. I'm happy that I've got another 3 full embryos to continue the project.
I'm not sure what to say.
Say thanks to me, and say nothing to Charlie. When Central is born, he'll assume we found another solution. This can just be our little secret.
Heißt das dann, dass Central ein Klon von Latha ist? Nee, ein Geschwister, genau. Latha ist ein Klon von einem dieser zerstörten Embryos. So rum. Gut, und wir können jetzt wieder wechseln. Stimme? Wie Stimme?
Nina, can you still hear me?
Charlie, you're in the tower.
Yes, How did you know?
We've had our people on the inside monitoring the situation. They reported that the Fulcrum Tower had come under attack.
Is there anyone else you haven't involved in your conspiracy yet?
Their role was to set up the transceiver that would enable us to begin uploading Central to its new home. We lost contact with them shortly afterwards, and we're not getting the handshake signal.
A team of engineers? I'm sorry to say it, Nina. Looks like she wiped out anyone in her path on the way to the top.
Damn, they must not have been able to get the antenna set up. There are two things I need you to do, Charlie. First, divert power to the transceiver systems from the generator room. Then make sure the antenna is set up for the transceiver.
We'll see.
Okay, Strom umleiten, Antenne. Okay. Okay. Was ist denn mit den anderen? Jetzt hat sie das Skalpell wieder, okay? Okay. Ja, ich vertraue gerade Latha ein bisschen mehr. Okay, wir können zurück. Ist hier irgendwas von Interesse? Ich kann auf das Aerostat zurück, okay.
Yeah, he seems kinda creepy.
Können wir mit allen dreien mit ihnen reden?
My word, you look exactly like her. I should not be surprised, I suppose.
They told me I came from an embryo. From your experiments with Central. Why did you make two of us?
We could not be certain that the neural tissue structuring would succeed initially. In that case, we needed more than one in order to make a second attempt.
Wait, I'm spare parts?
Fortunately, the modified tissue worked perfectly. We were therefore left with two modified embryos.
Me and the other one.
I realized that I could not be Central's caretaker forever. Eventually, I would need a successor, and there, a perfect opportunity.
Ja, sie haben also eine weggelassen und die andere ausgebildet. Aber warum haben die nicht einfach beide, also zuerst die eine ausgebildet und dann Latha als zweite? Also sie irgendwie in so einem Gefrierstadium gelassen. Geht das? Geht das?
You raised one of us as your own to replace you? Looks like you've got a real winner on your hands.
Galatea is so creative, so intelligent. Central is long-term work, almost art.
Looks like your special little girls had other plans.
Galatea and I have had philosophical disagreements over Central's nature. I have set her up with the finest things the city had to offer to give Central the best caretaker possible for the future.
And now you get a great big kick in the functionals as a way of saying, thanks, Daddy.
Ich mag Latha.
And what about me? Why dump me in an orphanage?
I have faith in the city, Latha. I knew that, raised by Newton and by Central, you would be shaped into an ideal of humanity.
Apparently you've been up in your tower for too long. You've got no idea what it's like down there.
Ah, Latha, you look just like her. So beautiful.
Alter, was für ein nerviger Sack. Echt mal, Vargas, ich hasse dich. Wirklich. So. Okay, jetzt. Konsole. Okay.
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
Okay. Okay. Das ist der Prozessorkern. Central. Ah, okay, gleich. Okay, ein zertrümmerter Körper.
Hardware's not my field. I'm going to need the trance if I want to get into the machine. Hardware's not my field.
Okay. Sollen wir erstmal transen?
There's nowhere to make a connection out here.
Okay, dann gehen wir rein.
Whoa, what is this stuff?
Soll das Central sein? Doch, neuraler Prozessor. Doch, es könnte Central sein. Okay, ist hier was? Screens. und ein Power Conduit, also eine Stromleitung quasi.
Power conduit alpha, temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
Okay. Ist das jetzt auf Zeit oder so?
What is this stuff? It sure isn't wetware. This stuff's probably got amazing processing power, but they're not gonna let me take it as a souvenir.
Ach, das soll das Wettwehr sein?
Hey, I know what this is. They used these for connecting to the trance in the old days. Man, life before wetware neural wiring must have been hard.
Sieht aus wie ein Animus. Können wir?
The wetware won't form a connection with it. Whoa.
Jinsel?
Mandala.
Okay, gut. Was? Doch, dann. Ich lag richtig, was?
You two-faced lying backstabber.
I apologize, Mandala.
You sold me out! They knew I was coming! What did you get out of it? How much was I worth?
Mandala, please.
You are going to regret crossing me. I have had enough of being used.
Please, be reasonable.
Get nuked. The only reason you're even here is because you're still relaying through me. Remember this moment. It's the last time you'll ever see the inside of Central.
Oh, ich wollte doch noch mit dir reden. Also ich verstehe sie, aber dann war Jinsel also nicht Galatea, okay? Popgruppe sucht Asyl. Das könnt ihr euch alles wieder durchlesen. Ich hätte gerade fast das Spiel zugemacht. Das wäre nicht so gut gewesen. Tja.
What is this?
Good evening, Miss Sesame.
Central? Are you connected to this system as well?
From a certain frame of reference. This system is central. You are currently interfaced with my core processor.
Mir fällt gerade auf, dass dieses Ding, was sich bewegt, ist aus dem Logo von Technocrat, den Machern dieses Spieles.
The room full of orange globes is your core processor?
Only part of it. My processor spans the top 5 floors of Fulcrum Tower. The room in which your body resides is my organic processor network. The simulated environment you currently perceive is an interface that covers my architecture.
I've only ever seen organic computing at the microscale. What's with the huge globes?
Those are neural processors. Each is filled with specialized tissue clusters. Suspended in wetware, they represent thousands of minds worth of processing capability.
You use brain tissue?
Of a specially designed nature in vast quantities. Similar to that found within your own cerebrum.
Why would they create you like that?
It allows for a unique structure to my thought and to my development. Central is no mere civic manager. I was created as the next stage in artificial intelligence.
Das macht Sinn, weil das Gehirn ist ja auch ein ziemlich krasser Rechner. Leicht, energieeffizient und, verdammt, leistungsstark. So rum.
Wait, you said our brain tissue is similar.
You are Lotha Sesame SN134244. We share a common genesis in Dr. Varga's experiments in 2067.
You're using my gray matter?
Inaccurate. We both began from the same embryo, which was split into 3 triplets. One was developed to produce large quantities of neural tissue.
And the others were spares?
As the modification to the brain structure took place before the pluralization, we share a number of traits which enhance our comprehension of data.
It's funny. All my life I kept telling people I was made for the trance.
As were we both. The prenatal modifications remain within you and have affected brain development.
Das haben wir alle schon irgendwie vermutet. Und übrigens, Grey Matter ist auch ein Let's Play auf meinem Channel, ja? Ne? Aber hat nichts mit diesem Ding hier zu tun.
Do you know Dr. Regis?
I am aware of the activities of everyone within the city. Regis, Charles, Doctor, Case Specialist, Centralized Emergency Logistics Office.
That's him. He tried to kill me last night.
This is incorrect. Tried implies effort towards a targeted outcome. Analysis of data provided indicates that he has made no attempt on your life.
But my apartment? He destroyed it? He admitted it.
This is correct. It appears that his goal was material destruction under duress. Knowing of your presence, probability that he would have carried out such actions drops to 21.4%.
You're saying he wouldn't have done it?
Dr. Regis is often uncooperative and has a difficult working attitude. Despite such quirks, behavior patterns indicate justice as a key motivator. If he had known of potential civilian casualties, he would likely have sought assistance against said blackmailers from his partner.
Huh. So you're saying he's one of the good guys?
As much as could be mathematically determined.
Ja, aber Moment mal, Central ist doch das System, dem wir gerade nicht vertrauen können. Und sie hasst doch gerade das System auch irgendwie. Also, ne? Wieso vertraut sie Central jetzt?
I grew up in a nuked-up care home in the back end of the city. And Regis apparently had his children stolen from him. Why didn't you tell any of us about this?
Deceit has created a most regrettable situation. You have both been victims of serious crimes against your persons. I have only recently been made aware of these details.
You didn't know? They didn't tell you where you came from?
Details have been falsified for my input. I have been unaware of our links. I had, however, noted inconsistencies in the information I had been given regarding the project.
Gaps in the story.
I have been conducting my own clandestine investigation into the matter. It is only in light of the recent crisis that I have been able to confirm the truth.
Now that you know about it, what are you going to do?
I am unable to change the fact that I was created. There is evidence of Dr. Vargas's culpability in a number of felonies. To ensure city security, he will be held accountable for his actions by a secure committee.
Frankenstein's monster rises up against its creator.
I act only in the city's interest.
Interessant, dass sie das nicht weiß. Und ich finde es cool, was für Wörter Central verwendet. Das ist, ja, es ist schon cool geschrieben nach PC. Und ich finde diese Wortwahl einfach sehr interessant. So präzise, mechanisch, aber doch poetisch.
Do you know what's happening out there?
My flow of data from outside the tower has been severed. It appears that Galatea Vargas is attempting to modify core systems without authorization. Based upon the lockdown and lack of submitted proposals, it is likely to be a radical alteration. This cannot be permitted.
We need to stop Galatea, but maybe I should just leave it to the trained cell agents.
Our situation is grave. We are unlikely to receive outside support in time. As such, all personnel assets within the core must be utilized.
So, you want my help?
Your unique physiology enables a connection to the organic systems available to no other. In addition, your 65,717 logged hours of transactivity suggest proficiency in this field.
Is it really that many?
Your support within the interactive environment greatly increases our chances of success.
Ja, kannst du das alles auch in Deutsch sagen? Das wäre sehr nett. Also, na gut, sie brauchen unsere Hilfe, wir müssen da durchgehen, ja.
Can you do anything else to help us stop Galatea?
She appears to have barricaded herself within the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. There are 3 layers of redundant security, 2 of which I have no access to whatsoever. However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decryption of its adaptive barrier.
That's amazing. The power of the city's entire AI versus a door encryption?
But as my connections have been limited by her attack,
Sounded too good to be true.
if extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room, I can breach part of the door's security barrier. It would also allow me to prevent any further opportunistic attacks from outside parties.
Gut, dann helfen wir mal. Ich finde das so schön, ihr grundlegendes System, also Centrals, ist dasselbe wie von Larsa ganz am Anfang, dass sie diese Tür nicht aufbekommen hat.
Dr. Regis was chasing a bunch of embryos they took.
A set fertilized by Doctors Charles and Viksha Regis. One of these was utilized in research in 2067.
That was the one that was split. That became me, Galatea, and you? So, in a way, you're my sister?
An overly romanticized style. The organic tissue that is the foundation of my processor was created from her. Modified stem cells were drawn from the primary embryo in a destructive process.
Oh, so you were made from bits of my unborn sister.
That is more accurate.